My name is Chris. I am chef owner at Harana Market.
My name is Eva, and I own Harana Market with Chris.
With my wife here, we have opened a small Asian grocery and Filipino food joint. The Filipino food that I cook around here is rooted in family recipes and a lot of shared experiences with other Filipinos.
Chris has their own flair, now Hudson Valley access to meat and ingredients.
Being in an area that's like so Hudson Valley farm fresh, it is such a trip to be able to bring those sorts of ingredients to this cuisine. You don't expect to be driving in the middle of the mountains and then all of a sudden you're like, Filipino food, like an Asian grocery store, like here? I think that's part of the magic for me even when I get to work every day. It's like, how cool is it actually that we do this thing where we're creating not only like space, but access to these ingredients that make people feel closer to home. Like before we even moved up here, that was my biggest concern. Is like, yeah, where do I find these ingredients? And I'm also a queer person, so then am I the only queer people? Where do they hang out? Like, where do I make queer friends? And it was sort of a culmination of all the things. What we ended up doing was creating a space that we needed, you know? And it just makes me also emotional, actually. It became very apparent that what we had was actually something and that the community needed, wanted, and supported.
Not only never had the opportunity, but never thought that the business that we were building would call for it. And it is, and it's in front of us.
We sort of find ourselves in this really amazing place to be able to move to a much larger location and to build further on our dreams of building a container for community and like gathering and around food specifically.
We are committing to the future, and for us that's to really like invest in ourselves and our employees and the Asian community here, the queer community here, the trans community here. You know, the joyous part, the fun part. We have had a very little space with a lot of restrictions, and we've hosted a lot of amazing things. The hope of what this place holds for the amplification of all of those events.
We want to like bring people together. Imagine people meeting here for their first date, having like dance parties in the afternoon, pig roasts. We could do romantic baboy.
Kamayan dinners.
Kamayan dinners.
Yeah.
The reason why we fell in love with this place and why it's so perfect is because it addresses a lot of our challenges.
ADA commercial lit parking lot.
It has all the space to build a new kitchen. It is able to hold what our business is now with a little bit of room to grow.
We need a certain amount of money to make this building the thing that we need it to be to make Harana here for the long run. And we have some really active community members who have so far made it so we can be here. Some of that is family, some of that are customers who became friends, who became family. And that's the only way we've been able to make it this far. This actually isn't about Chris and I, it's about like everything that Harana and this 2.5 acres is going to leave in the future of what Ulster County and Accord and this area looks like. That vision is the only thing that's like, okay, we don't know how, but we know what, and we just have to pursue that. And this campaign is one of the many components of that. There you go, Sam.
Luca, what are the perks, bud? Hey everybody, who wants some barbecue?